Get AdvisorFIT with Olivia Looper, a series of interviews with financial consultants and industry experts helping financial advisors strategize, market, and grow their business using core fitness values and analogies. Do something today that your future self will thank you for with Get AdvisorFIT. Here's your host, Olivia Looper.
Hey guys, welcome back to Get AdvisorFIT, where we encourage you to lift heavy, invest often, and market your hats off. It is with mixed emotions that I am here today to talk about how this is the final episode of Get AdvisorFIT. A lot has fundamentally changed about our business in 2023 for the better. I set out last year, after I did my first pro bodybuilding show, September of 2022, to take the year off from bodybuilding and really focus on the business. To grow the business, to take care of some financial milestones that we want to take care of in the family, and to really just take all of that energy that I was putting into bodybuilding and redirect it into the business. So today, I just want to let you know that we'll be going over a little bit about the journey of Get AdvisorFIT, some key takeaways that people really loved from the show, future plans, and final advice. So I started the podcast after being a guest on a client's podcast. It was called Happy Half Hour. The host is Brian Carney of, dang, they've changed their name so many times. I don't even know what the firm name is anymore. I think it's River's Edge Advisors in Wilmington, Delaware. And he had me on his podcast because he interviews entrepreneurs. And I was so nervous about it. I almost canceled the episode, almost pushed it back. And Brian was like, no, Liv, like, it's fine. We can reschedule if you want, but like, no stress. It's going to be really fun, really easy. So I said, okay. And I loved it. I loved talking about business building. I love talking about marketing, messaging, connection, reaching the right people with your business. And I from the episode, it was like 3-ish in the afternoon. And I went across the house and he said, David, I'm starting a podcast. And within 2 weeks, it was up and running. I used the same production company as that Brian Carney was using. And that was Dan Marino. He's actually been on this podcast. I'd have to look and see what episode he was. I'll look right now. But he's phenomenal at what he does. If you are looking to start a podcast, then I highly recommend going to him. He makes the process super easy. And like I said, it was up and running within 2 weeks. So at first it was kind of, I just did it whenever I kind of felt like it. I knew that everybody said that you needed to be really consistent and, you know, you should do an episode once a week, but that was like way too much commitment for me. Especially because I was kind of just still getting used to hosting a podcast. So I kind of just did it when I could. And it turned out to go really well. People responded really well to it. It gave me some video content that I could use on my YouTube channel. And, you know, people were able to relate. And I loved it because I could learn from the people that I was interviewing. I always learn something new, get a new perspective, and, you know, talking through things just can really kind of help you teach yourself how you feel about things, right? So having to verbalize what's inside kind of can bring to light things that might have been hidden in the nooks and crannies of your brain. And you're like, wow, yeah, I really do feel that way, or that's surprising, or like, that was a great idea. So the podcast turned out to be like a really great experience from that perspective. And then this year, when I decided to go all in on the business, I got pretty consistent with the podcast. We were publishing every other week. And again, still talking to really great people, friends within the industry, people I'd never met inside, outside the industry. Lots of memorable moments, lots of learning, lots of growth. Some of the most popular episodes were with Libby Greiwe, who was actually the penultimate episode. So her episode will probably air December 1st, and this will probably come out in mid-December. James Pollard, who I'll never forget him messaging me and saying, "Can I be on your podcast?" And I said, "Sure." And he's like, "Wow, I thought you were going to say no." Well, I have no idea why, but probably because he is not a champion of outsourcing your marketing. He's very much into teaching advisors how to do it themselves. And I just opened the YouTube channel, so I was going to see what other videos did really well. Andrew McIntosh was on. He is the leader of our First Gen Entrepreneurs group. Derek Kinney, who, oh wow, his assistant, I guess, wrote the most amazing, glowing email to me asking, if I would have him on. And of course, I was like, well, you didn't have to write all that. I would have said yes anyways, but I'll take it because it was really sweet. Matt Reiner was on. I had some other marketers from the industry, Daniel Keever, Zoe Meggert, Derek Pollard, my financial advisor, Justin Green, which now he doesn't, I don't think, use Assist FP as the name of his company, but Matt Holleran from Proudmouth, Jen Goldman of Jen Goldman Consulting, and Johnny Sandquist was actually my first episode. My brother-in-law, Brian Looper, who's starting his own company this year, REA Recruiter. Just a lot of great people that we took through. Let's see, how many episodes is it going to be? I think it's like going to be 35, 36, something like that. So I want to say thank you to all of the listeners and also to all of the guests. None of this would have been possible without you. It was really an amazing journey. As I said, a lot has changed in the business. Not only do we offer fully outsourced digital marketing for financial advisors, but we also don't offer that anymore. We'll really be moving in the company away from an outsourced marketing department to selling financial advisor marketing systems. I really had to take a long look at where the highest ROI for my clients was, and I decided to go all in on that. So instead of covering all bases from SEO to email marketing to social media marketing to advertising and funnel building, we're going to go all in on building scalable, repeatable, predictable marketing systems, automated for financial advisors, so that they can spend less time marketing and more time working on building a business they love that allows them to have time freedom, money freedom, and a sense of pride in what they've built. So to that note, there are a lot of changes. We'll also be rebranding around the first of the year to reflect the way that we've evolved and to better speak to our ideal client and target audience. Unfortunately, I never did an episode on rebranding. So there's that. If anybody's out there who does a marketing podcast, and wants to talk about that, that would be great. Or maybe I'll do a solo episode. I'm on the fence about what's going to happen. Get AdvisorFIT is going to be done after this episode. But I know that I'm going to still be making video content. It will probably just look a lot like this. Solo episodes talking to you for 5 to 10 minutes on a specific challenge that you're having, a solution, offering you a solution to that challenge, and telling you what the outcome should be once you implement that solution. So only time will tell, but the times, they have changed, and it's high time that the business reflects that as a whole. I really would love to stay connected with everybody. If you want to make sure that you're still subscribed to this channel, as I mentioned, we'll still be producing video content. And my hope is that content will be even more helpful than the content that we had put together in this series. For me, this series was a lot about having fun, showcasing other people and their talents that might be able to help financial advisors, And now I really just want to hone in on giving you practical, actionable advice, what you can do to improve your marketing, teach you, how we get results so that you can decide whether we're a good fit to work with you or not. On that note, we will be targeting a different audience. A buy-in for our services is around $10,000. Some of those are one-time investments and some of them are ongoing. This is something that we'll be sharing more about after the rebrand and slowly rolling out now. So last words of wisdom, last piece of advice is never stop trying to be better or happier or more fulfilled. There will be people who tell you, well, you're just never going to be happy, or you're just looking for the next best thing. And to that I say, well, if I'm not, I may as well be dead. If we're not trying to actively build the life, design the life, engineer the life that we want as business owners, then what are we even doing here? I think that a lot of what we do as business owners, a lot of the fulfillment we get out of this is from helping people. It's what being in a service-based business is about, is helping people achieve the things that they want to achieve and have less stressful lives. And we can say that from, I'm in marketing. So we are in the business of telling people, helping people in no matter what you're selling. The reason that people buy things or do things is to have happier, better, more fulfilled lives. And so I think that it only makes sense that your business is going to evolve as you understand what way that you can best help other people live happier, less stressful, more fulfilling lives. So that's why Get AdvisorFIT is now going to come to close, because I don't feel like it serves that purpose anymore, and that there is a better way for me to help you. So thank you for being here. If you highly recommend podcasting, anybody who wants to get into it, don't pick a cute, clever name like I did, because nobody will understand what your podcast is about. Pick something about what your podcast is actually about. That's really my final words here. It's been great. See you on the other side.
Thanks for listening to Get AdvisorFIT with Olivia Looper. To learn more about Olivia and how her firm, Lexicon Content Development, can help you, visit lexiconcontentdevelopment.com. If you want to reach out to Olivia on LinkedIn, you can find her at Olivia Looper Lexicon. And if you'd like to follow Olivia on Instagram, you can find her at Lexicon Content Development. Till next time.